Mount Blade animasyonunu izliyoruz. Hadi bakalım. Ama kıdemli çevresine de sağlık. Adamsın. İsyan.
1267, the year when war came
1257 idi değil mi? Normal Warband. 10 yıl sonra yani.
to Calradia. It began with an alliance of Nords and Rodoks. Breaking the truce, they invaded the kingdom of Svadya. Blood began to flow like a river. The villages broke out one after another. The agony of his realm, Harlaus, the king of Svadya, preferred to drown his own fear and despair in wine. But at that moment, when all hope had faded, a miracle happened. While the king was feasting, there was one who resisted.
Fransızların devlet arması.
A nameless Swadian lord, who had won 84 tournaments and never took off his winged helmet, marched against the whole army of Rodoks. In the battle near the castle of Maris, he and his small warband achieved a heroic victory over the superior enemy. King Graveth himself, with the rest of his men, was forced to drop back. On the way
Yüz çok güzel değil mi ya? Rodoklar pert oluyor.
of this success, he continued his offensive push. One by one, the castles of Rodoks fell, and at last, he besieged the large city of Yalen. The garrison was few and weak. The city surrendered within a few days. Thus the kingdom of Swadya was saved. The perfect moment to start a full-scale offensive and bring to heel the old enemies. But the king Harlaus decided otherwise. Greedily, he laid claim to these new lands and sent a humiliating 900 dinars to the savior of his realm.
Hiç sevmiyorum herifi ya. Tereyağcı piç.
It was impossible to bear such an insult. The vassal's oath was broken, and the kingdom of Swadya, just like half a century ago, plunged into the chaos of rebellion.
Siege. Çok hoş gözüküyor ya.
Doesn't seem like the right time to get drunk in a village mess hole, don't you think?
Your Majesty.
Don't you know the Swadians are besieging the castle of Maris? If you remember, it's a last barrier on their way to our capital. The garrison is full of Rodoks, and they all will desert as soon as Graveth appears on the horizon.
Bir dakika. Rodoklar kaybetmişti. Ondan sonra nereye çekildi Graveth? Mevzular derinleşiyor. Acaba Kerklerle ne olacak onu merak ediyorum. Kerklerle Vaegir savaşıyor. Vay. Bakalım izleyelim.
But there is one thing I know for sure. Harlaus will not get them alive.
Bayağı bilenmiş yalnız Harlus'a. Böyle bir kuşatma yok.
I wonder if there are enough bolts for each of you.
Sir, why are we fighting for the Swadian rebel Grot?
Maybe you want to fight for them.
Oh, no, sir.
Then shut up. He freed us from captivity, and at least he hates Harlaus as much as we do.
Rodoklarla Svadyalı İslamcılar birleşti ve Harlus'a karşı mücadele ediyorlar. Sağlam mevzu. Harlus da orada. Gürzüyle bekliyor.
So it begins.
Kıvılcı değil mi ya? İsyancı alan Yaren şehrinde, burası kale, tamam. Maras Kalesi'ydi değil mi burası? Yenimusu gördün mü?
The castle's fall is a matter of time. I want you to gather every man who is able to carry a weapon in this realm. Convey them to the capital. We will hold the city to the last drop of our blood. Is my command clear?
You can rely on me, my king. I will gather a decent warband, I swear.
I hope so. In the meantime, I will meet up with the king of Vaegirs. Maybe we'll get lucky and gain an ally. Hurry up. You have 2 days.
Adam Vaegir'le birleşti, Rodok'la birleşti. Ulan yemin ediyorum Harlus'tan daha sağlam diplomasi yapıyor. Ha, şimdi başlıyor en iyi sahne. Bakalım en iyi sahneye. Kargaya bak. Bölüm yapmış bir de. Rodok'la birleşmedi, fethettiği kaledeki Rodok'ları kaleye koydu. İyi Rodok'lar da bayağı savundu yani.
After a long and brutal assault, the castle of Maris was finally taken. More than 500 sons of Svadya lost their lives beneath its high walls. But despite heavy losses, the 4,000 men under Harlaus is still a force to be reckoned with. After such an act, the defenders who survived suffered a fate even worse than simple death. The rage of loss still pumped strongly through the victor's blood. Thus, no ounce was devoted to mercy. However, the numerous casualties have taken their toll on the Swadyans' morale. The most damaging one is Count Delinar, a man of extraordinary courage and loyalty. That day, he was mortally wounded by a Rodok sharpshooter. His heroism will be greatly missed by the Swadian army. But Harlaus and his men have no time to mourn fallen heroes. The army still must brave the snow-capped mountains to reach the heart of the rebellion, the fortified city of Yaylen. There are also rumors that King Gravith is already mustering a new army of Rodoks. After a heavy defeat, his warriors are once again eager to shed the blood of the Swadians and reclaim their lost lands. Meanwhile, negotiations between Vaegirs and Swadian rebels were completely unsuccessful. The seemingly negligible skirmishes with the Kergits have begun to escalate rapidly. Sanjar Khan has gathered a massive army and began a full-scale invasion. King Yaroglek and his vassals haven't expected this and were totally unprepared. Everyone was sure that Khan wouldn't dare to attack until summer. But now, only a small border warband separates Kergits from unprotected Vaegir's realm.
Bakalım. Kergit toprakları. Değil, pardon. Vaegir toprakları, Kergit topraklarına doğru mu geliyor? Kergit sınırına yakın.
Было хоть 2 сотни тяжелых всадников.
Hilal bıyıklılar. İçinden geç abi. okla at da yok oluyor, insan da yok oluyor. Ne oluyor lan? Tamam ya, yok ettik. Abi Türkler böyle davar gibi savaşmaz ya. Moğol diyeceksin, Moğol da böyle savaşmaz. Hurra sürdü ya. Sancaran adam değil abi, Müslüman adamdır. Müslüman'ı izle. Müslüman'ın hikayesini yaptım. Müslüman'ın hikayesini izleyin. Müslümcüyüz. Dudağı ne lan böyle? Atların tek okla devrilmesi saçma. Evet ama tabi onların yapabileceği de bu yani. Daha da fazlasını beklemeyin.
Vaegirs were defeated on that bloody day, but the Kergit army suffered crippling casualties as well. Sanjar Khan returned to his land to regroup and bolster his ranks once more. But one thing is known: Vaegirs will not help the rebels in their war. Thus, the city of Yaylan is preparing for a long and merciless siege. For almost 200 years since the fall of Calradian Empire, the blood flows over the once great lands. Virtuous men turn to sin. Noble lords turn to villainy. Friends become enemies. Idyllic hamlets now empty. Homely villages now burning. Great castles lay in ruins. But in this furnace of chaos, uncertainty, and hardship, perhaps a new leader may be forged. One who will rid the lands of all suffering and once again unite the lands of Calradia under one banner. But until that day, the war shall continue.
Sarranid gerçekten efsane iş yapmış. Sağ ol. Müthiş ya. Müthiş bir iş yapmışlar. Ellerine sağlık. Kıdemli, senin de eline sağlık.